The body has superpowers you use without even realizing it. You've probably never flown, never walked through a wall, and never lifted a car with your bare hands. So why say your body has superpowers? Because it does things every single day that seem impossible. You've just gotten so used to them that you've stopped noticing how extraordinary they really are. Now try a little experiment. Look at the skin on your hand. It looks exactly the same as it did yesterday. But the truth is different. Millions of cells have died. Millions of new ones have been born. While you were asleep, your body spent the entire night rebuilding itself. Without asking for permission, without making a sound, you literally woke up as a slightly different version of the person you were yesterday. And that's only the beginning. Imagine you get a small cut on your finger. You don't have to think about what to do. You don't have to give any commands. Within seconds, your body gets to work. Your blood forms a clot, creating a natural seal that stops more blood from escaping. Then new cells arrive at the scene. They remove the damaged tissue and begin building new tissue in its place. It's as if thousands of tiny construction workers suddenly appear to repair a road. It all happens automatically. Now think about your body temperature. Outside, it could be 50 degrees Fahrenheit, or 104. Yet your body constantly tries to keep your internal temperature almost the same. When it's hot, you sweat. As the sweat evaporates, it carries heat away from your body. When it's cold, you start to shiver. Those rapid muscle movements generate heat. You don't choose to do it. Your body does it on its own. It's such an efficient control system that it works 24 hours a day. Now hold your breath for a few seconds. Before long, you'll feel that almost irresistible urge to breathe. You can try to fight it, but eventually your brain takes over. That's because breathing is far too important to depend only on your conscious choice. Even while you're sleeping, even if you're unconscious, your body keeps breathing. It's an autopilot that never takes a break. There's another hidden superpower: balance. You can walk without thinking about every muscle in your legs, without calculating the angle of your knees, without measuring the force in your ankles. As you take a single step, hundreds of muscles work together. Your eyes analyze your surroundings. Your inner ears detect even the slightest tilt of your head. Your brain compares all that information in fractions of a second. It makes tiny adjustments that you never even notice. If you had to control all of that consciously, you probably wouldn't even make it 2 steps. Now think about the last time you learned a new skill. Riding a bike, typing without looking at the keyboard, or tying your shoelaces. At first, it seemed impossible. It became automatic. That happens because of muscle memory. In reality, your muscles don't store memories. Your brain does the learning. It strengthens the neural pathways that are used over and over again. Over time, those movements become so efficient that they require almost no conscious effort. That's why you can still ride a bike even after years without touching one. Now comes one of the most impressive powers: your immune system. Imagine an army patrolling your body every single day, looking for viruses, bacteria, and other microscopic threats. When it finds an invader, it attacks immediately. Then it stores information about that enemy. So if it ever returns, the response is usually much faster. It's like a recognition system that learns from every battle. Most of the time, you never even realize a war took place inside your body. Here's another incredible detail. Your bones seem completely solid, but they aren't. They're alive. Every moment, old bone cells are removed. New ones are created. This process helps keep your bones strong throughout your life. You probably imagine your skeleton as something completely still. In reality, it's constantly renewing itself. Now, think about your nose. You smell a strong fragrance. A few minutes later, you barely notice it anymore. The scent didn't disappear. Your brain changed. It realizes that the information is no longer important. So it reduces the attention it gives to that smell. That keeps you from wasting energy processing the same stimulus over and over again. That's why someone else can still smell it, while you think it's completely gone. There's one more silent superpower: adaptation. When you start exercising, your body responds. Your muscles become more efficient. Your heart pumps blood more easily. Your lungs become better at using oxygen. All because your body realizes it needs to prepare for a new challenge. It learns, it adapts, and it improves. Maybe that's the greatest superpower of all. Your body never stops trying to keep you alive. Even when you're distracted, even when you're asleep, even when you don't notice. Billions of cells are working together, each one doing its own small part, like an entire city running without interruption. You never have to tell your heart to beat. You never have to remind your stomach to digest food. You never have to ask your lungs to breathe. It all happens on its own, second after second, day after day, for your entire life. Maybe you've never had the kind of superpowers you see in movies. But the truth is, your body has been doing extraordinary things since the very first day you were born. And the most amazing part is that it's doing all of those things right now, while you're listening to these words.